Good morning, y'all. Good morning. So this week we are wrapping up all about partying, okay? So instead of what we used to do, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but instead of what we used to do, which every day of the week, it was like geared more towards like a specific IPA, income producing activity. I've now shifted it, so like each week we focus on one IPA. I think this is awesome. It's definitely working better for me. I personally think it's working better for y'all. I see that you guys are more engaged on our page. And the point of like transitioning to focusing on an IPA for an entire week is because it gives you guys time to engage and to challenge yourself, okay? We're not like flipping back and forth, like we're doing one thing each time. So the first week, the very first week of my business, I focus on my business, my personal business. Yes, I'm still engaged in our team page, but that's not my priority. I want to make sure that I have my PRV, that I have my parties booked, that my hosts are good, and that I have like an idea of like who I want to recruit this month, you know, my rock stars, or my potential rock stars, should I say, people who I think would really like benefit from this business. And so this week is all about partying. And good morning, y'all. Good morning, Casey. Hey, Caitlin. And this morning I wanted to talk about hostess coaching. If you are partying, hostess coaching is vital to your business. It's vital to that party, and it's all going to be how much you coach that person is going to depend on how successful that party is, okay? Good morning, Jamie. So I have some tips down here. Obviously, there's multiple different parties. I will say, if you are starting out, the best way to, I was talking to Sarah Cromer about this yesterday, and she's the one that really brought it up, and she's totally right, so I wanted to share it with y'all. If you guys are just starting out as a new consultant, you know, you don't have much of a customer base, and you're looking to expand your customer base, the best way to do that is by home parties, like hands down. I know I always tell you guys that I'm not much of a home partier. It's not because I don't want to do them, it's just because I didn't have much time up until like the last month. But I will say home partying is where it's at because you're actually like face to face with a human being. You're making that connection with all those people that are at that party. Not only can they actually physically touch, feel, smell, and see the products, people are more likely to buy products if they can actually like test them out, see them, smell them, touch them, okay, to get a feel for them before they order it. So that's not the only thing they get to do. They get to actually connect with you as the consultant. That's your prime time. That is the prime opportunity to start talking about why you love Scentsy, what it's done for you, how has it blessed you, how has it blessed your family, how has it blessed people around you. If you're just starting out and you feel like you don't have a story to tell, everyone has a story to tell, but you can also tell someone else's story. So for example, when I first started, I felt like I didn't have much of a story with Scentsy anyway, okay? So I would tell my sponsor story. You know, I said, you know, she's been a consultant for X amount of months, a year, whatever it was that I was talking about, and she's about to leave her nursing job because she makes more money with Scentsy than as a full-time nurse, which is absolutely insane. You know, people don't see the potential in this business, and it's just truly amazing. So home parties are where it's at, okay? But does that say that if you don't do home parties, you're not going to be successful? Absolutely not, okay? I would say 90% of my business is from bag parties, okay? But I know consultants that only do online parties, and they're super successful with Scentsy. But the hostess is where you are going to rock it out, okay? So let's talk about that real quick. I got some notes here. Okay, so your host is going to have to be super engaged, okay? Why is that? Because this is their party. Yeah, you are the consultant, but majority of the time, the people that they are inviting to the party, no matter what type of party it is, are their people, okay? They already have a connection with them. Or they should anyway, right? They already have a connection with them, and so they can relate better to them because they already know their stories, okay? So, they need to be, let's say this is an online party, or even a bag party, okay? They need to be commenting, posting, they need to be liking everything that you post, everything. They need to be commenting on everything you post, okay? They need to even be tagging people and say, hey, you would love this product, or hey, this reminded me of you, or hey, so-and-so, check this out, okay? They need to be engaged. The other thing that I cannot stand, this is my number one pet peeve, okay? You need to be telling your host that they need to invite their people. Invite them, okay? Especially if you're doing a Facebook party, this whole mass invite thing, it's not working, okay? And if it works for you, it's because of that specific person that she just invited or that you just invited, whatever. But I'm telling you, if I get an invite on Facebook and you haven't asked me to join the party, you haven't personally reached out to me and texted me or direct messaged me and said, hey girl, I'm having this party. It's going to be so much fun. Would you love to join? Would you like to join? I'm not joining it. So if it pops up in my notifications feed and you invited me to a group or to an event and you didn't actually ask me for it and I don't have like that connection with you, it's one thing if that's your best friend. That's one thing. It's one thing if it's your mom, fine. But if it's people that you don't normally like connect with on a daily basis or at least a weekly basis, do not send them a mass invite. Do not send them a random invite. That makes people feel like they do not matter. You want people to feel like they matter, okay? That's why you're engaging with them. People want to feel connection. They want to feel like they are worthy. So, this is super important for Facebook messages, okay? Because think about it. You're doing a party. It's just online versus in someone's house, right? So, you wouldn't just do a mass invite and invite people to your house, right? I sure as hell won't. Ain't happening. I'm not having a million people up in this house, especially if I don't know you. Like, not happening. Like, if you're a friend of a friend, that's fine, but I'm not just going to mass invite all of my Facebook friends. Y'all, I have so many Facebook friends, and I know y'all do too, that you don't even talk to. You don't even talk to. So, please invite them, okay? Just common courtesy, message them and say something like this. You tell your host this, okay? Or if you are the host yourself, okay? Tell your host. Say, hey girl, all right, so I want you to invite people in our group that I created, okay? Say, hey, I put you as an admin. You can start adding people whenever's best for you. But say, I really want you to think about who you want to invite and invite people who you would normally invite to your house or to meet up and get coffee with, okay? And I give them a max. I say no more than 50 people. If you're inviting like 100, 200, 300 people, that's not, it's too much. You want them to feel, the people that are invited and your host, you want them to feel like this is a sacred place, this is a safe place, and it's personal, okay? So you want to be personal about that. The other thing, if your host, every time someone orders from your party, whether that's a bag parties are a little bit different, and that's because you don't actually have the bag. When you do, we'll talk about bag parties. But for home parties, because you're right there, and for online parties, as soon as you see that someone orders, you need to shout them out, and you need to tell your host to shout them out, okay? So let's say I'm doing an online party, and I get, you have a new PWS order. It's going to say, Karen ordered. Okay? I'm going to go to that Facebook event or group, whatever you chose to do, and say, tag Karen in the post and say, Karen, I just want to say thank you so much for ordering. That's it. Now, what I'm also going to do, I'm either going to text her on the phone number she put when she ordered online, or I'm going to private message her on Facebook, send her a voice message, and I'm simply going to say, hey, Karen, I just saw your order. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to me and my family. Your love and support goes so far for us. Okay? I'm also going to text my host. Let's say Jamie's my host, and I'm going to say, hey, Jamie, Karen ordered. Karen so-and-so ordered. Will you please go and at least comment on the tag that I just shouted her out in for ordering, okay? Make sure she is saying thank you, or he. You need to be saying thank you, and the host needs to be saying thank you, because, especially the host, because their friend just ordered so they could get free products, right? Right. And then the other thing that is great, this is great for any type of group, whatever situation you are in, your host needs to be asking questions, okay? They don't have to know everything about the products. They don't. That's what you're there for. You don't even have to know everything about the products. As long as you're willing to find the answer. If they have a question, that's great. But one really big thing that is huge for engagement is they need to be asking questions in front of people, okay? So let's say you're at a home party and you have all your stuff set up. You don't have to have everything for a home party. Y'all, you could have 3 products and have a successful home party as long as you have the testers and you have catalogs and order forms, okay? Those are the main things you need for a home party. But let's say you're at a home party and your host is there. I'm going to coach her before our home party, before the party in general, and I'm going to say, hey, I want you to ask a lot of questions. I don't care what they are, but I want you to ask questions. So let's say it's a home party. I'm going to say, I want you to ask questions in front of everyone to me, okay? It could be, when did you join Scentsy? It could be, what are your thoughts on the pet line? It could be, what's your favorite warmer? What bulb does this go in? What bulb does this warmer require? Anything like that, okay? But you want her to engage, because once she engages, the people she invited to the party are going to engage as well, okay? And that's going to be like prime opportunity to start talking more than just about products, okay? So, hostess coaching is huge, huge, huge for your business. If you are not doing it, I really want to encourage you to start doing it. And I'm actually going to be posting like some graphics to kind of prompt you guys, remind you guys. But the biggest thing is your host needs to be engaged. They need to be personally inviting people to the party, okay? If they would not invite them to their house, they don't need to be invited on Facebook. I'm sorry, but they don't. Some people might have a different view on that. That's okay. But me personally, when I get an invite on Facebook and I didn't get actually asked to be in the party, nothing bugs me more. I'm going to decline the invite right there. So, be engaged. Your host needs to be engaged. Invite people. Make sure you're saying thank you. There's nothing worse than saying thank you. If I order from a direct sales rep, I don't care what company it is. Wow, I can't talk. If I order from them and they don't tell me thank you, they don't reach out to me and say thank you, I'm not ordering from you again. Hands down, I'm not. I can go and order from another rep within that same company and get the same products, but probably a whole different experience, okay? So when you're partying with people and people are ordering from you, they're ordering and partying with you for the experience you give them, okay? So when you're doing these things, think about what makes me different from you. What makes my experience different from Melinda's experience? What makes my experience different from Sarah's experience, okay? We sell the same exact product, y'all. We have 350 people in our group. We all sell the same exact product, okay? But people are buying from you versus me because they connect with you better. They get a better experience. They get a better vibe from you. So just think about that when you're connecting with all these people. Same thing when people join your team, okay? People are joining your team because they connect with you and they vibe with you, okay? So, let's go do it. Y'all, okay. Do y'all see the deluxe diffuser? Isn't she pretty? Let me find my finger. She's been going on strong for 11 hours now. 11 hours. I love this thing. I'm in my office, and I have it hanging in a macrame hanger. Look this up on Amazon, okay? It's a 4-pack for like $23. Super freaking cheap. I don't know if you guys have ever ordered a macrame hanger. It's a plant hanger, y'all. But they are normally like, I have paid like $30 for one. So, still, hope y'all have a great day. I love y'all.